I'm Kemp, Kemp Zumpolle. I'm from Amsterdam, Netherlands. 28 years old. I do influencer marketing business and data science. Um, been living in Bali now for a few months. I was here last year, but originally live in Amsterdam. I think I wanted to experience something new, mostly, something out of the box. You have all these great activities in Bali, but it'd be fun to explore something that is not as usual as other experiences. Besides that, I wanted to explore my mind a lot more. I think when you go on other adventures here in Bali, it's a lot more outwards, and I wanted to see how I could explore my sort of more inner world. I think for me to let go of control a lot more. I think with the breath work that we did, but also with the band Nayimul that played here, I think in all three of those cases, in the beginning, I was thinking a lot, like, oh, am I doing it right? Like the breath work, for example, should I be directing my feelings somewhere else? And just really letting go of that control and seeing how that pans out was, I think, my biggest insight. And I think I can really apply that to a lot of other things in my life where I just overthink stuff a lot because I want control. I want to be sure that it goes right. And now I found like actually just letting go, sort of surrendering to it. That that path that you then walk on is actually what is meant to happen.
At what point could you fully let go and surrender and trust the process?
After the breathwork session, because I didn't let go of control there, and then when Oscar sort of asked everyone like, "How did you feel? What did you like? Did you get any insights from it, or did your intention sort of come true almost?" I realized when I was explaining that to the group that is really the thing that was holding me back, and there was also the point like I sort of almost decided like I tell myself to let go of control, but that I don't actually do it. And now I realize like, yeah, it's I just became more aware of it, of that it was tricking myself, of sort of almost lying to myself that I was letting go, but I wasn't actually letting go. So I think after the breathwork session and then with the plant medicine, I could let go a lot more. And especially with the band, with the music, Naimu, I could let go a lot more and just have it all flow, sort of.
What kind of impact does that to you internally or maybe even externally in the long run by being able to let go at in certain moments in time? Because we're always busy, and I think
Yeah.
this is the retreat kind of puts us back into being present.
I think I'll take action a lot faster. Um, Not try and think everything through before it actually happens. You think of all these different scenarios, and most of them, none of them actually come through. It's something else that I guess the universe, something is meant to, what is actually meant to happen, sort of. So that's the first thing, and the second one is just listening to my gut a lot more. I think when you overthink stuff and when you want to control everything, you are a lot more logical instead of just listening to your gut, like your belly, your heart, and going with whatever feels right instead of okay, what is logical, what is logical, what is logical. I think especially in our fields, in our in online businesses as well, is it's very very common to try and make sense of everything. Everything has to be logical, and especially with the business that I'm in, it's also a people thing. It's a people business, and trying to make logic of that all is not always needed. Sometimes it's just more of a belly feeling.
It's basically trying to combine or merge the mind, the logic with the emotional side, with the gut feeling, right? The intuition and the ego,
Yeah,
not eradicating one of them, but just trying to combine them both. And
yeah.
are we able to feel that to a certain extent during the retreat?
I think at the so second to last day, sort of. So yesterday, definitely. And I think it's still in the more in the beginning stages. It's not like it's completely gone, but I'm just a lot more aware of it now, and I feel like I've already taken like big steps there, and I guess it's also something that sort of develops as time goes on after the retreat. It's not something that sort of clicks and then it's fully gone and you realize it. But I think through time and through practice, um, sort of muscle gets trained more and more instead of just listening to your gut. When that sort of works out the first time, then yeah, it's sort of a circle in saying, okay, that worked. Let's try that again next time. Um, so yeah, definitely. I think.
Do you think that leads to better decision making as well?
Yeah, yeah. In the end, for sure, and just more efficient decision making as well. You can make more decisions in a day. You can do more tasks in a day instead of yeah trying to make the exact action plan. Yeah.
You shared that you've experienced other retreats as well before, similar retreats to the Odyssey retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Just briefly, you don't have to go too much into detail, but what do you think was the difference in this retreat compared to the other retreats?
The people selection for sure. I think that's a really big part of this retreat. Like the sort of vetting system almost that goes into place that plays a huge part. Like you can connect with the people on here like so much easier. They're not strangers even after like the first day. Like they really are become friends or maybe business partners or whatever it is. So definitely the people I think was a big part for me. Where yeah, it's also a lot of fun. So it's not just preparing for the ceremony and then going to ceremony and doing all this hard work. It's also a lot of enjoying the moment before and after the ceremony. I think that was a big change for me. A big change from the previous retreat that I've done. Yeah.
And what do you think about the level of the facilitators, of the members? Could you go deep into conversation with them? Could you learn
Mm-hmm.
more from the facilitators as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised. I was definitely surprised by how much wisdom, cool stories, seeing things from such a totally different angle. Like some of the facilitators were from totally different countries from where I'm from, different culture, different background, and seeing their perspective on things is, yeah, really gets your mind going, sort of. And not only in that conversation, but then also afterwards when you go to bed, it's like, wow, okay, so he looks at it from this perspective. This is interesting. Maybe I have to give this a try. Yeah. Everything was organized really well. Um, I liked that it wasn't as strict with the schedules. It was very flowy. There's of course like an itinerary, but it's not like 9 a.m. sharp. We have breakfast, this and this. I think that he did that really well, where you could feel like what the group needed at that moment. Sometimes that's a really rigid schedule. Sometimes that's a lot more relaxed. Um, so I like that. And then in regards to sort of setting the mood for an event, so sound healing or the ceremony, yeah, it was good. It was really, um, it felt very like you could trust the space. So I think that's the most important part, where you don't have to think, oh, can I let myself go fully, or do I have to sort of hold back? And I think that is one of the most important parts in a retreat like that. Yeah. I think for me, it confirmed some things that I wasn't sure whether they were true or untrue. So I had these thoughts, partly intentions, that I wanted to explore. And I think some of them just got confirmed, which is really, yeah, worth a lot. Like you can sit down on your own and try and meditate for a while, and maybe you'll find the answers in that way. But for me, those things being confirmed in 4 days was worth a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I did think about stuff, but then like how much I valued some of my friends, for example, that's not something that I normally really think about. Think like, oh, I like these friends, I like these friends, but
Start
then,
appreciating that
oh,
more.
yeah, yeah, or like family came up, and that is actually a thing that I realized the previous time as well, is that I do value them a lot, but I don't show it that often. I don't message them that often or call them that often. And now I realize, like, wow, this came up again. Apparently, this is something that I do care about a lot, but I don't
Act on it.
act on it that often. Mm, so that's actually one of the things that really came up, that I thought, oh, I'm not gonna set this in. This is not my intention, or this is
Yeah.
not something that I need to work on. And it was in the end something that,
It came naturally.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like showing your emotions a bit more. I think it's something that in business you don't want to show emotions that often, right? And also as a man, you it feels like you can show your emotions that often, and so you hold it back quite a lot. And then, yeah, expressing that more often to friends, family, girlfriends, um, definitely something that I or a lot of people around me, I think, can definitely work on. I think a lot of people don't really know what they're working for. It's like, oh, I just need to get success, because that is what all people do and say I need to get. But what kind of success, or how far do I need to take it, or what should I sacrifice for that? I don't think a lot of people, they set a goal without really realizing why they want to get to that goal. Like, I want to get to 100K a month. Why? Like, do you need that kind of money per month? Maybe, maybe not. It makes you so aware and present that you, all the sort of conditioning, I guess, from the outside world, or the things that you experience with social media, vanish a little bit, and you really go back into more, what do I want? What do I want to achieve? Why do I want to achieve this? Um, so then you think of it as a way more gut feeling way, instead of a logical, okay, this is what other people want, so I want this as well. Yeah, just through awareness, presence. Yeah.